Lowen von Reicht knelt at the throne of Marek Konek Ustar, head lowered like a whipped dog as the Tyrant King berated him. "You had von Graf at your mercy," Marek growled, beringed fingers picking at the throne's ornately carved armrests. Unlike most people Lowen had known, the Tyrant King rarely lost control in his anger. When he was truly furious, Marek's voice turned icy and his eyes flattened to something cold-blooded and reptilian, like the striking snakes on his royal standard. "Tell me, Lowen, what did you say when I gave you charge of destroying that whelp and returning the world stone to me?" Lowen grimaced down at the thin green and gold runner beneath his knee. "Your Eminence, the pendant is bound to—" "You said it will be done. I will return the world stone to you within the fortnight. Your words, not mine." Marek's cold voice cut through the throne room like a winter wind. "How many fortnights has it been, Lowen?" It was a question Lowen knew better than to answer, though in truth, he had no idea how much time had passed in Traben while he'd been in Hearthworld, warring against that blasted half-breed anyway. The time conversion between the two worlds was complicated and hard to keep track of, and he'd had more pressing matters to attend. Keeping his life in the face of Marek's wrath was not the least among them. "The head of that von Graf cur should be the centerpiece of my throne room, but time and again you failed to produce it." Marek gripped the armrest of his formidable throne until wood groaned under the weight of his grip. "I've given you charge of my armies, my weapons, a measure of my power, and yet still you have not managed to produce a single result. Your most recent attack should have brought the rebellious dog to his knees. Instead, you return with empty hands and more excuses." Of course, and now he would take the blame for that brat Talisa's failure as well. Von Graf's plagued him at every turn. Lowen gritted his teeth, biting back the snarling accusation that she had failed intentionally, letting her brother go free, and was even now working for that upstart. He'd known when he became the head of Marek's forces that he would be held accountable for their failures. "Your Highness, I take full responsibility," Lowen said, speaking quickly before the Tyrant King could cut him off again. "However, in our latest attack, we gained intelligence that we did not have before. We now know that the World Stone is bound to von Graf's soul and cannot be stolen or looted from his corpse after death. Without such a measure, I would have long since returned the pendant to you." "A pittance," Marek hissed. Soft footsteps scuffed the floor, raising the hair along the back of Lowen's neck. He glanced out of the corner of his eye at the new arrival. Since first traversing the portal to Hearthworld, Talise had been transformed into the Malika Herald form all in Lowen's dungeon took on, but even with the shining golden skin and sleek raven's wings tucked behind her back, her family line was obvious at a glance. Tall and slender like her tiresome brother, Talise had waves of dark hair and a slightly hooked nose that outed her dirty Lyoko blood. The von Graf arrogance radiated from her every move. She carried a silver tray set with the Tyrant King's evening tea, a nightly custom Lowen was given to understand. The wench glanced his way as she passed, looking down her crooked nose at him. Him, a pure-blooded noble of high birth. "And you," Marek snapped, his ever-calm voice taking on a note of anger Lowen had never heard before. Talise stopped in her tracks, causing the silver service to rattle on its tray. A grin tugged at Lowen's mouth, but he held it at bay. At least the uppity girl would bear a portion of the blame for this latest tactical disaster. She was supposed to be Marek's secret weapon, yet she had fizzled even worse than Lowen. He hoped the Tyrant King burned her to ashes, sating the sting of his fury on the girl rather than Lowen himself.